Althea's Amazing Adventures. The Lessons Written in the Stone. Althea was so excited. She and her family had just arrived in Germany. They were participating in a special family exchange program, and her heart was fluttering with excitement. She was staying with one of her closest friends, Luca. I can't wait to see where Christmas trees, gingerbread, and nutcrackers come from. Althea looked around excitedly as she waited for her friend to come show her around. Welcome to Heidelberg, Althea, said Luca. I'm so glad to see you again. He gave her a warm hug. I know you love Christmas. I'm so excited to show you our holiday roots, Luca smiled. But there's so much more to my home. Let me show you how our town learned to bring people together. As they strolled down the bumpy cobblestone street, Althea inhaled the sweet smell of spiced cinnamon and fresh baking bread. It feels like walking right into a storybook, Althea exclaimed, looking at the towering stone gate ahead. It is magical, Luca agreed, and there is a story in every stone. They stepped onto a grand arched stone bridge stretching across a wide sparkling river. This is the old bridge, Luca explained. A long time ago, river currents made it hard for neighbors to visit each other. So people built this bridge to reconnect. Now everyone can meet each other in the middle. Look! A fairy tale castle! Althea gasped, pointing up at the high mountain. It's so big and beautiful! That's the Heidelberg Castle, Luca said softly. A long time ago, people fought wars here, and parts of it were broken. But instead of hiding the broken pieces, we care for them. Even though it's damaged, it's still beautiful. He smiled, looking at the climbing ivy along the old stone arches. In Germany, we used to focus on what made us different and separate. We learned that our differences don't make us weak, and being broken isn't the end. These ruins show us that even when something gets damaged, love and unity can help it become something even more beautiful. The people here in Germany overcame the brokenness. They walked down into a busy sunlit plaza filled with bustling market stalls, colorful fruit stands, and laughing families speaking many different languages. Germany is home to people from all over the world, Lucas said proudly. We share food, songs, clothing, art, and our traditions. Luca led Althea down a quiet path near the university square and stopped in front of something unexpected. A tall, thick slab of concrete covered in bright, colorful artwork. What is this? Althea asked, running her hand along the painted surface. This is a real piece of the Berlin Wall, Luca gently explained. Many years ago, a big wall was built to keep people separated because leaders at that time were afraid of people who were different from themselves. The wall kept family and friends divided for a very long time. Wait, where's the rest of the wall? Althea asked. Luca smiled wide. The people decided that they wanted unity instead of division. They came together and knocked the wall down. We keep pieces like this so we never forget that walls divide us, but love brings us together, and we choose love. As the sun began to set, twinkling warm lights flickered to life along the streets, lighting up the town square like 1,000 tiny stars. I used to think Christmas lights were just for holiday decorations, Althea said softly, watching the glow. Now, I know they are to remind us to shine a light, especially during dark times or in dark places. Luca handed Althea a warm, heart-shaped gingerbread cookie wrapped in a golden ribbon. Thank you for showing me that Germany is so much more than Christmas, Luca, Althea smiled, taking a bite of the best gingerbread cookie she had ever had. I love Germany's bright, beautiful, and festive holiday traditions, but the best part is how open your hearts are to everyone now. A week later, it was time to head home. Althea looked back at the castle and the old stone bridge one last time. She knew she would always remember Heidelberg, not just for its fairy tale magic, but for the important lessons from the stones that remained. She learned that whenever bridges are built instead of walls, the path will always carry her towards connection and understanding. Join Althea on her next adventure.